What's up guys, it's Danica. I just got back from work. It was such a long day and it's only Tuesday, and so I was so excited to get back to my apartment after looking for like vacation shoes to find that I have a box from Sephora. This is my very heavy Sephora VIB sale box. So I feel pretty stupid like doing 2 Sephora hauls in a row because I just did one, and I promise I don't actually order from Sephora that much, and that's the reason you probably haven't seen like Sephora hauls on my channel, because I just don't really buy this many beauty products. But this year was like, I think maybe the first or second year that it's the second year. Last year I missed the sale, but this is the first year that I am VIB Rouge. Is that the name of the thing? I'm Rouge status of Sephora, which just means I've spent way too much money at Sephora this year. And so I was invited to shop the VIB sale, and I was in the first wave of people who was allowed access. And so I ordered a bunch of stuff on Friday, and this stuff came. I'm so excited. I sort of remember what I ordered. A lot of it is just like things that I need and like I need to replenish. And I figured this was a really good opportunity because like Sephora never really goes on sale. So wow, like I can get the things I love for 20% off. Anyway, I want to show you what is in my giant Sephora VIB haul. So let's get into the box. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is that today is like the hottest day that I've been in New York all summer. I'm gonna open up my box. And I think it was like 97 degrees outside today, and I don't know if you guys have been to New York City in the summertime, but it's not just like 97 degrees. It's like 97 degrees with like 90% humidity. I didn't really go out that much today. I like went to work and I sort of stayed inside. In the afternoon, our restaurant editor, Jordana, who's like, I love, she's amazing. She got like a special delivery of fried chicken sent to her from Angie Mar from the Beatrice Inn, which is this amazing restaurant in New York City, but it came via Uber Eats. And so we went outside to wait for this giant bag of fried chicken. It was amazing, by the way. Like if you come to New York, go to the Beatrice Inn, eat the fried chicken, eat the steak. It's unbelievable there. So we're waiting, so we like literally walk out the front door of the building to wait for the car, and we open the door and both of us were just like, whoop! It's like a wall of humidity just like whacks you in the face. And even now I'm like a little bit sweaty because even though I'm in my apartment and the air conditioning is on, it's like a totally normal temperature in here, it's still just like humid and gross. I don't know if I should get a dehumidifier. I can't really tell. All right, so I've opened the box. It is one of the big boxes. It's like what I had last time. I've never gotten one of those super big boxes from Sephora. I don't order like a lot of liquids and stuff, although I think there are some liquids in here in like larger format products. They wanted to have a lot of packing, so I'm gonna take that out. Here is the packing slip. All right, now if you saw my last Sephora haul, you'll know that I really like buying multiples of things, especially if I know that I really like them, and especially if they're 20% off, because beauty products, I go through them pretty quickly, especially if they're creams and lotions and things I use every single day. And so it can't hurt to buy like more than one and just stock up so you never run out. I also find it really useful for traveling. Like I travel a lot and I have a lot of trips coming up, so I can like keep one in my suitcase and like keep one at home so I don't have to like unpack and like rustle around all the time. A lot of the times I actually keep my toiletries kit completely packed from one trip to the other. So I just have like a toothbrush for home and a toothbrush for my suitcase. I just keep those in those places, and like that's the way it goes. All right, let's see what's in the box. The first thing I got 2 of, and this is something I've actually been using, God, for like decades. And when I say decades, I'm not even exaggerating. I've literally been using this for decades. I've been using this specific product since high school, and I am properly middle-aged now. So I have been using this for at least, probably I would say like 25 years. It is the Clinique Almost Lipstick in Black Honey, and I bought 2 of them. I still use it to this day. I keep this in my bag all the time. Like I have one with me all the time, and it is this beautiful, like you can see from the box, it is very true to this color. It is a beautiful sheer raisin type color lipstick lip gloss, but it's not really glossy and it's not really a lipstick. It looks like this. Clinique says, I think that like a lot of the marketing material says that this is one of the most universally flattering colors. I don't know if it's universally flattering. I just know that I really, really like it. It also tends to be quite long wearing for something that is not matte and doesn't need like a lip liner. It's very, very low maintenance. It's one of those things you can just put on and it'll stay on my lips until I go to lunch, usually every single day. The second thing I got is 3 things. So I bought 3 of these. I think I've shown this in a previous video, but it is the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream from Sol Janeiro. I don't even know what the brand was. I just know that I'm obsessed with this. I think I've bought like 20 of these. I buy the really big size. I love it so much. This is a body cream. It doesn't have like parabens in it. It doesn't have like phthalates. It doesn't have any of the things that it's not supposed to have. What it does have is a delicious tropically Brazilian beach smell. I can't really describe what it is. Maybe it explains what the smell is. So the Bum Bum Cream is meant to be a firming cream. To be honest, I have not noticed any significant difference in my skin tones like the firmness since I started using it years ago. What I have noticed is that it looks great when you have it on because there's a little bit of sparkle in it, not like glitter sparkle, but there's like a little bit of a sheen in it. It smells amazing. It goes really, really well with the perfumes that I like that have that sort of like flavor, like deep, rich, sweet flavor profile. It goes really well with that, so I don't feel weird about layering this with perfumes, but of course it also smells great on its own because it smells so tropical and so fruity. I'm a huge fan. I've been using this for years now. I also picked up 3 of another product, and this is actually a product I've never tried before, but I have watched like endless YouTube videos of people trying it. I really, really like a different version of this product, so I really think I will like this one. It is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus cream, but in the illumination. Now I usually use just the normal one, the normal CC Plus cream. It's not matte, it's just like the normal one. It's the one that comes in a gray tube, and I really love that. I have so many like littered around my apartment in like half finished form. I always take it with me on vacation because it has like SPF 50 in it. I find that the coverage looks really natural, but also is like enough coverage so you don't really need to wear like concealer if you don't want to. I really wanted to try the illuminating one though, because I am at that age where my skin is starting, or at least I perceive, I don't know if this is true, but like I perceive that my skin is starting to lose a little bit of its like youthful glow. I definitely can see a difference between now and like photos from like 10 years ago or 15 years ago. It's just in the tone of my skin and like the way my skin like looks in photos and like looks in real life. Sometimes I like worry about fine lines, but usually that's when I'm like dehydrated or haven't slept enough. Anyway, I've seen so many YouTubers who are around my age use this on camera on YouTube. I think it looks so good and I'm like so excited to try it. And the reason I bought 3 is because the last like 5 times I tried to buy it online and in stores and in like Ulta and like on any like vendor, even on their own website, my color medium, which is this color, has been sold out. So I bought 3 basically just in case I really like it and then I'm worried I'll never be able to get it again. I know it seems excessive. I have a pretty extreme personality. I picked up a couple of new things, 3 new things and like 1 version of something that I already have, but this is one of the new things I decided to pick up. I saw that this launched on Sephora. It's the Briogeo brand of hair care. Now, one of the things that I deal with, especially during the change of seasons, going from like spring to summer, summer to fall, fall to winter, and especially with like different humidity levels in the air, and like I travel so much, I'm always like on planes, off of planes, it's not really great for my skin, and what I find is that it affects my scalp a lot. Growing up, I had eczema from a very young age, and I still have like a little bit of adult eczema that breaks out like usually when I'm like stressed out or in the summertime when it's really hot and humid. What I find though is that my scalp, as I've gotten older, I do get flakiness in between seasons, and as we are approaching a change in season and the weather has been like up and down and I've been traveling a lot, I thought I could use a little bit of a scalp exfoliation. So I'm gonna try the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Micro Exfoliating Shampoo, which is this, and it comes in a jar. I'm never used a shampoo that came in a jar before, so that'll be interesting. I also watched, I'm sure like a lot of you guys have watched this, the Gwyneth Paltrow video for Harper's Bazaar where she goes through her nighttime routine. Now I wouldn't call myself like a Gwyneth Paltrow fan. I'm just sort of like indifferent to Gwyneth Paltrow, although I think that Goop is such a phenomenon and it's really interesting to watch from a media perspective. Anyway, so she went through her whole nighttime routine, and one of the things she did was use an exfoliating shampoo from the Goop line. Now that shampoo is like super expensive. I looked it up. I felt like, I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it was, to me, I was like, this seems unreasonable to pay. I think it was like $50. I can't remember. But I definitely had the feeling, I was like, this seems unreasonable. And it takes a lot for me to be like, this seems unreasonable. Because I will try a lot of beauty products once, especially if it's vouched for by someone who seems to know what she's doing, like Gwyneth Paltrow. However, I was like, when I saw the Briogeo, I was like, oh, there are other brands that make exfoliating shampoos too, and this one had really good reviews, so I can't wait to try it. So I am really excited about this next thing that I'm going to show you. I bought the Artiche palm brush. So it's like a makeup brush, but it fits in your palm. I bought it last year, before last summer started, because I remember the first time I used it in a video was when I went to Brighton last year, not this past year. And I was so happy because I loved it so much, and it's so packable. I couldn't believe it when I saw this version, because this version was even more packable. I got I think this is new, the Artiche Elite Collection Mirror Finish Palm Brush Mini. So let's open it up. I'm so excited. What I love about the Artiche brush is that the bristles are so soft and so dense, and they're packed like so tightly together that you got this really perfect, like perfect finish when you blend your foundation and concealer with it. What is hard is that it's kind of bulky. So, oh wow, this is so little. Look how little it is. This is my hand. And this is the teeny tiny brush. Wait, let me go get the other brush to show you the difference. The other brush still has makeup on it. It's kind of gross, but I'll bring it over here anyway. So this is my normal size Artiche palm brush. It's kind of dirty. I'm sorry. It's gross. I was gonna wash it, so it's in the bathroom. But look at the difference in size. So this is the mini one that I'm gonna use for travel, and this is the regular size one. Actually, I'm just gonna take it out of the box to make it easier to see. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. So this is the mini one, obviously it's small, and this is the full size one. I'm so into this size, and it has like the densely packed bristles, and they're so soft. It actually feels so nice to use this on your face, and it's so easy. It even has like a little divot here for you to put your finger. I love it. I'm totally gonna take this with me on my trips. This is so great. Lately, I've been using mostly just like concealer and no foundation. I use like a tinted moisturizer, but no foundation. So this is actually so useful because it helps get into like the small places. This was like a little bit hard to like blend concealer with because you're like shoving it up into your eye basically. But this is gonna be perfect. I'm so excited for this. This is like, to be honest, this is like the thing I was most excited about getting in the Sephora box. There are two more things in this box besides samples. One, I mentioned in my last video that I've been using Hoola bronzer. That works for me really, really well when I'm a little bit tan. Although I do sometimes find that if I just like, if I fade even a little bit, it looks a little bit weird on me, a little bit too muddy. That's the only word I can think of. It's not gray, it's just like a muddy color on me sometimes. So I've been looking for a new bronzer, and I saw this new palette from NARS. It is called the Atomic Blonde Eye and Cheek Palette. I've been really into using my bronzer as eyeshadow lately, so this really appealed to me. I don't know, I'll open it up so you can see what the colors are. Why are these boxes so hard to open? Oh, here we go. Ooh, look, it's so pretty. I love NARS compacts because they're like the perfect weight. They feel substantial, but also not too heavy. They feel like very, very like minimalist-y, but so pretty. So this is what the palette looks like. I guess it has 4 eyeshadows, a bronzer, and a highlighter. I don't know if I'll use a highlighter. I will test it. The bronzer looks a lot darker than I thought it was gonna be, but I can't wait to try this because it looks like, what it looks like is that the bronzer looks really warm, which I like. And I think my problem with the Hoola is that if I'm not tan enough, the Hoola washes me out and it looks muddy on my skin because it's not warm enough. I have found lately that I am like gravitating towards warmer shades and eyeshadow, so I do have like the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette in warm, and I love it so much. Like, it really does something to my face. It really makes my face look warmer. It makes me look friendlier, I think. I actually don't know if it makes me look friendlier. I think it does. Speaking of bronzer, I also mentioned in the last video that I could never get the Marc Jacobs bronzer that has the white compact. I only have the one that has the black compact because the white one is always sold out. I went on Sephora the other day and it was in the sale and it was not sold out, so I picked it up. This is the one that I think you've seen all the beauty influencers use. I have literally never even like touched this because it has literally been sold out for months. I am so excited. It is called Tantastic Omega Bronze Coconut Perfect Tan. I'm so excited to open it. It's a Marc Jacobs thing. This looks beautiful, and like this could be the perfect shade for me. My hair is in my face, but I'm wearing Hoola right now, and I think in the camera it looks a little bit like orangey, but in person I do think it looks a little bit muddy on my face. This has that like peachy, sort of like pinky undertone, I think. I don't know if I'm making that up. It definitely does look a little bit peachier and pinkier, like, to me. I think this could be really, really good for me when I am like my regular pale fall and winter color. I also picked 3 samples from Sephora with my order, as you do, and one is a small sample of the Elizabeth and James Nirvana bourbon. I think that sounds really nice. I love the way bourbon tastes, so I feel like I would like the way it smells. I think it plays into the sort of like warm, like visceral flavor profile fragrance that I've been really into lately, so it's a little like sample of that. I really like taking perfume samples with me on trips, so you don't have to take like a whole bottle and it won't spill in your bag and you don't get stopped by the TSA. Usually if I'm shopping at my usual fragrance places like Hermes or Frederick Mall, I'll ask them to throw in like a sample of the thing I just bought. So if I really like, so for years and years I wore Frederick Mall Lipstick Rose, which smells exactly like a Chanel lipstick. And every time I would buy a bottle, they would ask what sample I wanted, and I will always say, I would love a sample of Lipstick Rose so I can carry it with me on my trips. That's just like a little thing I do. It may be useful if you travel a lot. I also got an Ole Henriksen Truth Serum. I really like Ole Henriksen serums. I haven't used them in a long time, so I wanted to try the Truth Serum. Also useful for travel, especially if you're going to like a sunny place. I think this one has, yeah, it's a brightening one, so I think it probably has vitamin C in it, True C Complex, and it has collagen boost. I don't know what that is, but I might take this with me on my vacation. I also got, you know, one of the brands that I feel like I actually don't buy enough and I actually really, really like. I feel like I've never tried a product from this brand that I didn't really like and didn't give like me really, really good results. And it's also natural, which is really, really nice. So it's the Greek brand Chorus. So I haven't used any of their new products. I haven't used their products in years. So I thought I would pick up a Greek yogurt foaming cream cleanser sample just to see if I like it. These, like, I also love getting cleansers in sample size so I can use them at airports, or if I like land, or if I take a long flight. I don't know, if I ever need a cleanser in flight, this is such a handy size. You do not get stopped at TSA for something this teeny tiny. Okay, so that is my Sephora VIB Rouge haul. I think I spent way too much money on beauty products this month. I sort of justify it by telling myself these are things, well, most of the things in the box, most of the things that I'm buying are things that I know that I love. I'm not like trying out too many new things. These are things I'm gonna use and keep on replenishing. So getting them at 20% off is such a steal. I'm just lying to myself. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I do random videos on here, mostly about travel, lifestyle, beauty. I did do one mukbang a couple of weeks ago and I actually really enjoyed it, so I might do more mukbangs. I don't know, let me know. Hope you're having a great summer. I hope you have a really, really nice Labor Day weekend. I don't actually know when I'm posting this, so maybe you're in the middle of your weekend. I hope you're having a really, really great long weekend, and I will see you on the other side in September.